Okay, 6th grade, lesson 23. This is on ratio, okay? And ratio is a way to describe a relationship between two numbers. For example, if there are 13 boys and 15 girls at the park, then the ratio of boys to girls is, they said that there were 13 boys and 15 girls. So you could say 13 to 15, like that. Another way to write a ratio is like this. Okay? And the way I want you to write a ratio the most is a fraction form. 13 and 15. Okay? Now, what I want to say to you is if it asks me, what is the boy to girl ratio? Whatever they ask first is what comes first. So, 13 is what they ask boys to girls. So we do 13 to 15. 13 to 15, 13 over 15. Okay? If they would have said girls to boys, we would have said 15 to 13. 15 to 13 and 15 over 13. Got it? Whatever they ask first is how you answer it. Girls to boys, you put the girl number first, the boy number second. Girls to boys, girl number top, boy number bottom. Got it? Okay, now, there's a few other rules that I want you to learn about ratio. But let's do a problem just to get started, okay? It says the team lost 3 games and won 7 games. Now here's the question. What is the team's win-loss ratio? That's the question. So, what do we want to put first?
We want to do the 3 to 7?
No, that's the loss to win ratio.
So that'd be 7 to 3.
So, when you answer this, you want to say 7 to 3, 7 to 3 like that, or 7 over 3. And which way do I want you to learn to write it?
7 over 3.
Now, the most important thing you can realize about ratios, when you're working with ratios, you do not make this into a mixed number. Do you know what I mean by that? What's wrong with this? If we're looking at it as a fraction, what's wrong with this fraction? The big numbers on top.
Yeah.
Okay? You don't see ratios as fractions with big numbers or little numbers on top. So if this was normally like a fraction, we would have changed it to 2 1/3 as a mixed number. Okay? But when you're working with ratio, you are not you are not going to make it into a mixed number. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter. That's the way the ratio is supposed to be written. You got it?
Yep.
Okay, so now let's do another one. All right. Here's what it says. On a team of 28 players, there's 28 players. I'm just writing down important information. 28 players. There are 13 boys. Okay? And then it says, what is the ratio of boys to girls? Now, what are they asking? What is the ratio from boys to girls? Did it tell us how many girls there were?
No.
But can we figure that out with the information they've given us?
Yes.
Okay, so how many girls are there?
We just count up from 13 to 28.
Yes, which is what? Actually subtracting, right?
Yes.
Counting up is actually subtracting. So let's do that.
3, 5,
15. So if I'm doing boys to girls,
it'd be 13 over 15.
very good. Okay? Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now, one last thing. What if this said 12 over 15? Okay? You learned a while ago that when we have the big number on top,
It's
that we're
an
not
improper
making it
fraction.
into right. But does improper fractions matter in ratio?
No.
No. Now, but here's something that does matter in ratio. reducing.
Okay.
We can always reduce ratios. So help me to reduce this. What number goes into both 12 and 15?
1.
Okay. What's another number?
1 in each.
2 won't because it's 15. 3, will it go into 12?
Yeah.
15?
Yes.
So we're going to divide by 3 to break it down smaller. And what would we end up getting? 4.
4 and
6.
5.
Okay. So that's still the answer that there, let's say there was 12 boys and 15 girls. Okay? And we wrote it like this, 12 over 15. Okay? There's still going to be, for every 4 girls or boys, there's going to be 5 girls.
Okay.
Okay? Or for every 12 boys, there's going to be 15 girls. We just reduced it to make it the smallest amount. Okay?
Okay.
You got it?
Yep.
Okay, so let me show you how this works. 4, 4, and 4. 5, 5, and 5. Now stay with me because this was 12. So if I were to break it up, there would be 4 boys and 5 girls. Okay, or we could have made it 8 boys and
10
girls. Or we could have said 12 boys and 15 girls. We just made it the smallest number that it could be. It actually still means the same thing.
Yeah.
It just depends on how we broke it up. You see how we did? Okay, so that's all you need to remember about ratio. The first way you need to remember about ratio is that if I said win to loss, then I need to put win first and then loss. Got it? The second thing you need to remember about ratio is that you do not do mixed numbers or improper fractions. That doesn't matter. And the third thing you need to remember is to always reduce. Got it?
Yep.
That is lesson 23.